The title of our paper is Do Owners Recognise Abnormal Equine Behaviour when Tacking Up and Mounting? A comparison between responses to a questionnaire and real-time observations. I'm S Dyson and my co-authors were Anne Bondy, British Horse Society instructor, Jenny Routh and Danica Pollard, former colleagues at the Animal Health Trust, Tate Preston and Catherine McConnell, undergraduate students at the University of Nottingham, and Julia Kidd, formerly of the University of Nottingham. So why was the study undertaken? Previous studies have shown that owners have a lack of awareness of abnormal equine behaviour under a number of different circumstances, or alternatively, it could be considered a failure to observe or recognise the behaviour. This is matched by my own personal clinical experience of owners and their observations, although it is intriguing to me that after successful management of musculoskeletal pain, owners often comment on improved demeanour and ease of handling of horses, although they hadn't recognised previously abnormal behaviour. Our study comprised 193 horses in regular work, which were recruited by invitation or undergoing pre-purchase examinations, or a minority undergoing investigation of poor performance. These comprised both amateur and professionally owned and produced horses. The owners were asked if they recalled if their horse showed abnormal behaviour when either tacked up or mounted, with a yes/no answer. They were then subsequently asked if they showed specific behaviours during bridling, saddling, girthing, and mounting. So, for example, did the horse put its head up when approached with the bridle? Was it reluctant to open the mouth for the bit? Did it toss its head? Did it pick up a forelimb? Did it move away from the mounting block or extend the thoracolumbar region when mounted? Each horse was observed during acquisition of the answers to the questionnaire, and then subsequently during tacking up and mounting by one veterinarian, who recorded the occurrence of each behaviour. And then interclass correlation coefficients were determined to see the agreement between the real-time observations and the recall of the owners. Somewhat as we predicted, there was rather poor agreement for the vast majority of the observed behaviours between the owner and the observations made by the veterinarian. The exceptions were what could be termed aggressive behaviours, such as biting and kicking, which were generally observed by the owners. However, overall, most owners were unaware that their horse showed abnormal behaviour. Further information about which abnormal behaviours were seen and went largely unrecognised are documented in the paper. So we concluded that abnormal behaviour during tacking up and mounting was common and was generally not recognised by the owners. We have previously demonstrated that there is an association between abnormal behaviour during tacking up and mounting and the presence of either ill-fitting tack or musculoskeletal pain, and we believe this behaviour is in anticipation of pain during ridden exercise. It's therefore important that clients are educated to observe and to recognise these behaviours. The reasons why owners may fail to recognise these behaviours are discussed in the paper. As a veterinarian, we cannot rely on owner observations. We have to look for ourselves. We're trying to be detectives, and I believe it is necessary to observe horses being tacked up and mounted prior to ridden exercise. Finally, I would like to thank World Horse Welfare, who provided a veterinary undergraduate bursary for Tate Preston and who provided financial support for these statistical analyses.